Hello and welcome to Tarantulia. Today I'm rehousing and species spotlighting the Tliltocotle khalenbergi. Here we go. Alright, today we're talking about the Tliltocotle khalenbergi. This is a really cool New World terrestrial tarantula who also is an opportunistic burrower. This is the tarantula that they are talking about when they're talking about the tarantulas that share their burrows with the Tungara frog, also known in scientific terms as the Ng stomops pustulosusk. These little tiny frogs help to keep the tarantula's burrow free from smaller insects and parasites and pests that can bother the tarantula, and the tarantula provides a home and safety for the little frog. That is a really cool fact about this tarantula. Right now, as you can see in this video, I am making an enclosure for my Tliltocotle khalenbergi. They are also called the Vera Cruz red rump. This is a species that was described in 2008 and named after a German tarantula dealer, Herwig Khalenberg. For this tarantula setup, I wanted to make sure that I put in a pretty good amount of substrate so that it gives this tarantula an opportunity to burrow, because they are opportunistic burrowers and they typically will rely on that burrow for the safety and comfort that they know and love. And, of course, if you provide your tarantula with all the things that they need, like that deep substrate for the burrows, you're going to have a much less spicy tarantula in the long run, and a much happier tarantula. And here you can see that I'm just adding a bit of foliage and flowers around the enclosure. This way the tarantula has things to web up with. I also always include the tiny plastic baby in my enclosures because I'm just a goofball like that, so enjoy the little orange guy there. And of course I always add a water dish into the enclosure as well. This is a really great way to also help with that humidity, because this is a species that is going to need about 60 to 80% humidity. I typically keep mine at a level of about 50 to 70% humidity, and that actually seems to be a lot happier of a level for this tarantula. This species comes from Vera Cruz, Mexico. And here you can see that I am adding some of those finishing touches in the substrate by crumbling up a magnolia leaf that was dried. The reason that I do this is to provide a little bit of texture and a naturalistic feel to the substrate for this tarantula. That way it doesn't feel like it's on a simulated world. And now to fill up that water dish. This is a medium growth rate tarantula that grows in about approximately 4 to 5 years to maturity. Their lifespan for females can range anywhere from 15 to 20 years, and for males about 4 to 6 years. The similar species to the Tliltocotle vagans, but their carapace is a little different as they have a warmer colored tan coloration on that carapace. They are also a very docile and slow-moving tarantula. They are very slow to a defensive posture, but they do and will kick hairs. And as you can see here, I am actually trying to get my Tliltocotle khalenbergi into its new home, and it's not kicking hairs at me. It's barely even moving. I actually really had to coax this little girl out and into her new enclosure because she outgrew her old one, clearly. But I eventually did get her into her new enclosure, and she was much happier for it. I also like to keep this species at a temperature of about 71 degrees Fahrenheit through 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Typically, if you have your home set to about 72 or 73 degrees Fahrenheit, that is a very good temperature for pretty much any species of tarantula. This species can grow to an adult size of about 5.5 inches to 6 inches in diagonal leg span, which doesn't make them a huge tarantula, but definitely a beautiful and large, gorgeous tarantula in the long run. Clearly, these little guys come from Vera Cruz in Mexico. And here we have a pretty good vision of my Tliltocotle khalenbergi. This is such a pretty tarantula. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching this rehouse and species spotlight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you liked what you saw, let me know down in the comments below. I like and I will answer my comments. Also, I am sponsored by W Energy and Reaper Apparel Company, so check out down below in the description for those affiliate codes, so you guys can get some cool apparel and W Energy drinks. They've got a lot of really great stuff. And of course, I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.